that funny.
But what makes y'all think something like that would be funny? Both of y'all comedians, they kids. But she ain't never been funny to me. Ain't none of her jokes never been funny to me.
Tiffany Haddish, yeah. She
I
was
don't know.
alright. Certain stuff she was alright, and yeah, certain stuff it was like nah. But then
To
here's
me,
the
she too
thing.
wild and ghetto to me. She ain't never been my cup of tea. I ain't hating on her though. But she too ghetto. She ain't classy to me. She wild and ghetto.
Well, she from
You
Compton. She's from Compton. I mean, not saying she a product of her environment, but
know,
she gonna come with that raw.
yeah, yeah.
And that's probably what a lot of the world gravitated to about her.
Yeah, because she come from where she come from, and it ain't all the way out of her because that's where she come from. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
going like Beyonce. She didn't get like Beyonce come from that. She don't. She was like Tiffany. But it gradually, she just got ladylike for real, for real. She couldn't talk to nothing else Beyonce couldn't do.
That's why she don't do a lot of interviews.
Right, but she ain't got a whole lot better since Cat
Mm-hmm.
Record, baby. She
Mm-hmm.
ain't came a long way.
Which, when you say Beyonce used to be like Tiffany Haddish, what you mean? As far as like her personality, how nasty she used to be, or?
No, she couldn't talk. She was real
Oh,
ghetto.
okay, yeah,
She
yeah.
came from the hood. You could tell she had no education and all that type. If she did, she didn't sound like it. Now she ain't got better with it now.
And you notice
That's
though, she really don't do a lot of interviews. Beyonce
yeah.
don't.
And she ain't got better, a whole
But
lot better.
I didn't hear the part when they said Tiffany got paid $100 to do the video with the little boy, or
$100. They did all that for. No, they paid the boy $100 to
oh
do it,
no.
something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they paid. And the mother was there. That's the sad
That's what I
part.
was gonna say. Like, who was video recording it? Was it the mom? Was it the
No, the
boyfriend?
mother was there. They said something like it was for a Nickelodeon or something. They said tricked them and said something was for like a Nickelodeon or something. I read she
What?
gave her little speech about something, but I read it. Then they had it's all on it. It's
Yeah,
all
I've
on
been
it.
seeing it. I just really been seeing it the last couple days. That's why I was like, what? But then you know the guy Aries Spears, the one you wasn't familiar with, the comedian, he had said some stuff about the rapper girl Lizzo. You know Lizzo, the
Oh
heavy
yeah,
set.
that's what they said. They said nah, it's coming back.
And now it seemed like after he made them comments, after he
Oh
made them,
yeah, that's the secret. She felt so bad about it, and now she eating good. But she got Tyler Perry on her team. They don't get her some help, but she had just had that thing with the kids and all that stuff.
I mean, that's
She
what I'm saying. See, it's like they use the kids to kind of like sabotage her too in a way. Like what she did most definitely wasn't right. But they know how bad she wanted kids. They did the same thing with Cat Williams with his kids.
did they?
Yeah, they started messing with his kids. You know, he had them kids he had adopted and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he kept getting them DUIs and all them cases and stuff. So they was trying to take custody of his kids.
But you know what? Whenever they see, maybe she turned down something. Because I'm going to tell you, when you don't do what that Hollywood wants you to do, now she took that money and paid off her house. Now, if they offered her something and she didn't take it, then they start coming after you too. I hear that a lot up in there when they start doing stuff. If once you get tied up in that stuff, I just hear about what they say. I don't know if it's true or not. But if you don't do what them people tell you to do, because it sounds like she ain't trying to get tied up in that stuff.
Exactly.
She's
That's
paying off
that's
her
what I
stuff.
think too.
And
That's what I,
so they can't, she pay off her stuff. That means they can't manipulate her to do what they want her to do.
it's crazy how after the movie Girls Trip, how she ended up kind of fading away and they started putting all this stuff on her after
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
keep in mind, she kept talking about Will and Jada relationship to the public.
Yeah, so now they coming after. They might have dug that up. They grimy
They
in there.
grind me like
Them
that.
people find all kind of stuff on you.
Like
That's their job to dig stuff on you to make you
right.
look
Cause
bad.
think about it. If they was gonna come out with this video,
That would have been out
they
a
could
long
have been
time
did
ago.
this when she did Girls Trip and all that when she first blew. So what
They
was the
could have
point?
stopped her a long time ago, baby. And if it was out there, just like Denzel said, we pay big money to keep stuff in.
Yeah, they do.
They said
Mm-hmm.
we pay big money to keep stuff low, to keep stuff silent like a sponge or something. We need something to keep stuff hid. Maybe Tiffany said bring it.
But
I
that but
said
then
no.
this where you gotta question her morals though as a human and as a woman. Like, why would you even humiliate yourself for $100 on camera, even if you is just trying to find your avenue in your
But you
career?
know what?
She
She,
should
even
have
though
knew
it
that
was
was gonna
wrong,
come.
she probably never thought she was gonna blow
Make it.
up.
Yeah, true.
You
True.
don't think that you
True.
when like Butt them, they probably never think that they gonna be billionaires in corporate America somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
They don't see that
Yeah.
future.
Cause
They
she came
doing
from
this
the
type of
struggle. She
stuff.
did. She came from the struggle with nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think that you're gonna be all on TV. They don't think they're gonna be the president, not doing threesomes all on camera and stuff. You can't. That's why I tell people don't be taking pictures of me like that. You don't know what I'm gonna be down the line. I be telling
Yeah.
people that.
Yeah.
No, don't be doing me. I don't care what
Well,
they
well,
do.
here's the thing: if they gonna come after Tiffany and Aries Spears, they gotta come for the mama who was video recording it. Cause the
No, not
mother,
that she was recording it. She allowed it because she was there.
right? But that's what I'm saying. So what
So
about
they
the
gonna come
camera?
after
The
her
cameraman.
too. But the mother, I think what I read though, they got consent from the mother, but the mother was trying to say, they tried to say it was for a Nickelodeon thing.
What?
But the
I ain't
mother
read
the one
that
paid
part.
for it. Yeah, one of them said that it was like for they gave her the impression it was a Nickelodeon, but then after whatever they did, when they got done with the skit, the little boy was shaking and trembling and was buck red. He was scared to death. But whatever they did with the skit, however that
So
skit
wait a
went, it
minute. So the
ended.
little boy that was in the video, he came out with a tell-all, like an interview, like.
No, whatever's on that skit that they all see, that everybody's seeing
Yeah,
it.
I seen
We
it.
ain't see the skit.
Right.
The boy was a nervous wreck, scared, crying, and
I
everything.
didn't see
The
that
boy
part
was
of the
scared.
video. The part of the
We ain't
videos I
see it
seen, they
either.
cut
It
it
ain't
off.
for us to see. It's for who the people that was
Right.
in there
Yeah,
with
because they not gonna show that on the
the ones
YouTube
that
and
seen
stuff.
it. Right,
Yeah.
right. Because Tiff and all them was saying she can't say nothing because they
Yeah, it's
investigating.
investigation.
Yeah.
So the little
Yes,
boy now,
I
you said he 21 now? The little boy?
no, the little boy, I think is 16, because this was like 10 years ago,
Right,
10.
yeah. Yeah,
This
the
is
little
about
boy looked
10,
like he
20
is about
years ago.
6 or 7 or something.
Yeah, this is about 20 years ago, 10, 20 years ago, because they said she was real young. Because they said
She
she
ain't
looked
look
at,
that young though. She was young, but she didn't look like no 21 young or nothing like that.
they said that you see how she looked. They said she looked at real young. That's what they said.
Yeah, you could tell in video, yeah.
Yeah, because she ain't that old now. So 10, 15 years ago, she had to be young. But she had to be in her 20s then when she did the video.
And then it was crazy because they threw the R. Kelly creepy music in there with him. I
And
mean, that was crazy.
everything funky. Yeah, wait a minute. Right.
What? Yeah, that was crazy.
She was they had her on all the shows and stuff.
Who? Oh, yeah. Your phone going out. You said what now?
I said she been on Ellen DeGeneres. She been on all their shows.
Yeah, because she made it. But then it was
Yeah,
like after she did the girls trip, she got to airing out a lot of Will and Jada business stuff that we wasn't supposed to know. She was slipping up. I don't know if she started drinking real heavy or what, but she started doing a lot of stuff in the media that was catching people attention. Then she
she
went
likes
over
to
there to
lie and stuff.
Vegas.
That's what comedians do. Comedians do a lot of lying because they gotta make stuff funny.
And then
She
she
got to
had that
say what
stuff
she was
with Cat
doing at the
Williams.
party. But she
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
realize she's dealing with rich
Yeah, she
millionaire,
was exposing what
billionaire.
was going on at the mansion parties, all kind of stuff, relationship, people, bedroom problems, everything. And then
Yeah,
she
she
went
dealing
to
with billionaires.
Vegas and
She
she
dealing with
bombed that show in
billionaires.
Vegas.
Yeah, she dealing with billionaires. And baby, you gotta leave them billionaires alone. you mess with the wrong people. You know what I mean?
She
You
didn't
stupid.
know how to she didn't have no couth.
That's cool.
Like she didn't have no like etiquette when it comes to vocabulary.
No, she ghetto. She ghetto.
Yeah, she didn't
She
know
don't know.
like
She
when
ain't
to
used
say
to it.
stuff and when not to say stuff in front of the camera.
Right? She
Like,
don't know when to hold and know when to fold. She don't know.
and you in
She
the
just don't know how to
spotlight.
do none of that.
Right, and you in the spotlight. You the hottest comedian at the time, black female.
Yeah. And you getting invited to all the big time stuff. And now you snitching and telling. You ain't Snoop Dogg, nigga. You ain't
And
you
she
ain't
told some
that.
stuff on comment too. Like
Huh?
she was saying all kind of stuff about comment too. Like he lied to the public about why they separated or whatever. He was talking about
Yeah,
they
she
schedules, and
thought
she
she
was like, "That ain't what
arrived.
he told me."
Yeah, she thought she arrived, but in this game, you ain't never arrived.
Nah,
Look at
nah.
the bigger you are, it doesn't matter how big you is. In this game, look at Will Smith. Big as he is, he still got knocked down. This here, you ain't never big in that
Yeah,
game either.
you gonna
Because there's still
always be a slave. You will always
exactly.
be a
That's what
slave.
you said, the right word right there. You ain't never big in that game because they'll knock you down and put a dress on you in a minute.
And you
You
worth
ain't
more
never
dead than alive in that game, anyways.
look at Trump. They let him play long enough. You could play with us if you want to.
Yeah,
We
that's
just let
crazy
you
what's
play.
going on with him. That's crazy.
Huh?
That's crazy what's going on with him.
Yeah, no, they let you play as long as you think you can play. This here, boy, we'll play with you.
Right.
We'll have you stinking somewhere.
And then
Who
here's the
you think
thing.
you
They
playing
been
with?
knowing that Tiffany Haddish been wanting kids because she don't have kids. So she kept saying, I want marriage, I want kids or whatever. And then she ended up doing the adoption thing. 'Cause, you know, she do a lot of stuff with the adolescents, with the youth and stuff, and the homeless kids all across LA. She do a lot of giving back, but they don't publicize that part. That's the part we don't hear about. But if you do your research on it, you will see all the giving back that she has done, especially to the youth.
Yeah, but I think that it's more to it than just what they. To me, it's like this here is something personal.
It's an agenda. Yeah.
Yeah, this is personal. This ain't got nothing to do with, even though it's wrong what she did years ago, but to me, for both of them, it's something they did that they did something to somebody. And listen here, oh, y'all want to play? We would shut y'all down. Quit playing with us. You may get up, you may not
And
never
I
get up.
was wondering how did both of them get tied into it together, her
Yeah,
and him.
where they come
That's the
from?
part I was like, where did this come from with them years ago? Like,
Right, right. This is personal. This is personal. And I bet you both of them know where this come from. And it may come out, it may not, but this is personal.
right. And
And
then
she
who?
talked so much, she gonna tell it.
And then with technology, the way technology has advanced since then up until now, who would still be holding on to this footage if it wasn't for
People
blackmail?
hold on to everything.
Blackmail.
People still keep messing. I know right hand Bonner's dude, and this is real talk. He sit up and record what everybody say. And that's crazy.
What?
He just sit at Mondu's house with his recorder on and record what everybody say. Who does
He the
that?
police. Y'all ain't never think
That's
about him being the
exactly what you
police?
right. You exactly right too.
Like,
Who
why is
does
you recording
that right
everybody
there?
conversation? And ain't nobody never said nothing to him about it?
He do it right there with KT with
That's
everybody on the
crazy.
That's why you never know who you sitting with. Who
Mm-hmm.
does that? But the
Mm-hmm.
police.
Yeah, that's the police.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
who is you
See,
trying to
that's why
front?
that's why I said
Yeah.
you said who got footage. You
I
never
mean,
know
no,
who
I'm
you
saying,
sitting with.
right, yeah, I get that part. I get that part. But it's like you held on to this footage just for blackmail. Like, why bring this footage out 15 years later if it wasn't another agenda?
Well, you don't never know why people hold on.
Could
People
that been
still
her
got see, but
sacrifice? Could
people
that been a
people
sacrifice to enter Hollywood?
no, somebody probably saw it. People still got CDs from the 80s and 90s. People could keep records
True.
and
True.
DVDs and the people still keep porn
True.
tapes and stuff. That's why people go to
R.
jail for
Kelly kept
porn
all his
tapes.
tapes. They found thousands of
That's
tapes
what I'm
that in
saying.
R.
You
Kelly's
think you
possession.
then they poured this out. They said, hold up, we got something, we can sell this and make some money. Hold up, a light kicked in. Hey, y'all, we can make some money. We got this
Extortion.
thing.
Extortion at its finest.
Exactly. Look, y'all, we got this on Michael. Somebody, that one dude, Latoya Jackson, her man had a type of Michael that he tried to get some money and they just stopped it. I just seen that on the
Oh,
news.
wait a minute. What? Latoya Jackson and what?
Latoya Jackson, ex-husband or boyfriend, got Michael Jackson's cell phone and his robe or something when he died. He can make some big money.
Allegedly. Yeah.
They stopped the sale. Ain't that stupid, girl? You be surprised.
That's crazy. Well, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to put my phone on charge. It's about to die. You call the other phone if you need me.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Bye-bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline. Hold on, y'all. Let me plug this other phone up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline. If you in here, pull up part. Feel free to comment, hit the subscribe button for me. It's the little red button to the right. Just hit the subscribe button for me. Pull up, y'all. 1 second. I'm coming. Happy birthday, Boog the Bandit. We about to turn all the way up, y'all. Hold on. What's up, good people? What's up? Long time no here. Welcome to the pipeline, people, where we got more audio than visuals over here, right? Today is Boog the Bandit's birthday, y'all. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. So before I really get into what I want to get into, I got to tell y'all know about the Tiffany Haddish stuff. I want to talk about that. So I'm glad I kind of was in the midst of conversation while I was going on live about it. That way we didn't even have to go into specifics about it, honestly. Like, I'm just finding out about the tape about 2-3 days ago. Y'all don't know how recent this tape just came out or whatever. But I'm still tripping off of it. Like, what would make her film something like that for $100? Allegedly. This is allegedly just from off the conversation y'all heard me have. Like, we talk about, like, desperate times will cause for desperate measures, right? I think we all have experienced being broke or being down or being in some kind of slump financially, emotionally, physically. We all have experienced loss on some kind of level. But I always say this: what you do in the dark always will come to the light. That's why it's very good. It is very important to watch the things that you indulge in, and it's also just as important to watch the people around you, right? Because if allegedly this was for Nickelodeon or something like that, a parent in their right mind gonna look at this content, this in front of me, two people handling my child in a sexual manner for $100. It just don't add up to me. If it had to be some kind of agenda behind it, or it had to be some type of sacrifice of her taking a step through that door. We talk about these same doors over and over. The door Bobby Schmurder didn't walk through, the door that NBA young boy walked through. These actors and athletes and other people also have to walk through some of these same doors to get to higher peaks. Could that possibly been a situation for Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears? If this is before the Mad TV era for Aries Spears, and this is before Tiffany Haddish even started making a name in stand-up comedy, could this have been some type of oath, some type of hidden agenda, or some type of sacrifice for fame? Most people who get to that light always end up having to do something to get to that other side. You have a lot of people who don't walk through that door who struggles with the decision they made by not choosing to walk through the door. So when that happens, what we do, we start falling into depression. We start self-medicating. Negative thoughts creep in. The alcohol, the drinking, the irrational thinking kicks in. So I want to keep a tab on this Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears story. It is going through the whole investigation thing and whatnot, but this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. So on that note, y'all, we gonna stay posted on that. Hit the like button for me. Feel free to pull up in here. So y'all, I gotta tell y'all, right? Gotta tell y'all about the show Thursday. So we did the show, right? So I'm gonna walk y'all through the show, right? I did a tribute to Q Money and Boog the Bandit. I'm gonna show y'all the images tonight. We did it, what was it, last Thursday, y'all? It was crazy the whole day Thursday, right? But I'm still in good energy. I'm still in good energy. It was things that was going on with my team that I was like, what the heck is going on? Car issues. One had car issues. My second engineer, he ended up getting put out. His girl put him out. So it was like a lot that night. But we still ended up getting together. I still showed up and show out. Now listen, y'all. The show was downtown Cleveland, Ohio, right? So we getting ready. Boom, we go to Cleveland. Downtown Cleveland. We arrive. Now, the event, it was a nice location. It was a nice location. Only thing I didn't like about the location was it was off the main street, you guys. But then you had to go down like a back alley. And then when you go down this back alley, you get to the main parking garage, right? So then it's the parking garage. And then it's another club right across the street on the main street in between the alley. And then you got like other bistros and stuff that's along this same strip down this side alley street, right? It's a street, but it's like an alley off the main street, right? So when you get to the event, it's like, wow, we didn't even know this was here. You wouldn't see it. Like, you wouldn't find this place. Like, what the hell? So, anyways, when they opened the door, when I tell y'all, it was a very, very nice establishment. It was like a hidden jewel sitting back there. I said, well, this is really nice in here. How they got it set. I mean, it was flat screens through there. They had the booths with the white backs on there. They had the tables. They had the bar. They had lounging, even around to the second part of the main, like where the stage is. It was tables. It was chairs. It was booths. So it was really dope or whatever, right? Get in there. Didn't have to pay for no drinks. Didn't have to. The atmosphere was very, very inviting, right? But I tell you what, Cleveland never seems to disappoint. Never seems to disappoint, y'all. So listen, boom, they get to going over there. So the show starts, right? So I get there like about 10, I would say. Yeah, I would say about 10:30, right? Get there, everything good. We go in there, boom, we sipping, doing the bathroom breaks, boom, we freshen up, whatever. You know how artists do. Now, keep in mind, I am at a showcase with like 15 other acts, right? Including me, right? So I'm chilling, watching the talent or whatever. I get there about like 10. I think doors open at 9. Y'all know, y'all know me. Y'all gotta pray. I'm always late, right? Why I work really hard to try to be on time, but it just don't work that way. So listen, I'm late, which I know how this kind of stuff go. I'm never about to be the first one, and I'm never about to be the last one. So I'm like, okay, doors open at 9. I pull up about 10, 10, 15, interact or whatever. Boom. So the plan go as planned. So as the talent get to going, they starting the show, right? Shout out to all the Cleveland artists. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. Continue to do your thing. All gas, no breaks, right? Gang, turn up, turn up. Listen, it got like to the fourth act, y'all. The DJ get to messing up people music, right? So he telling people like, I can't find your music. I can't find your music. So they got intermissions going because the DJ is having problems with finding other people's music. So as I see all this going on, the first incident happened about, I would say about 30 minutes of me being there, like 10:30. The first incident happened. So I'm like, what is going on up at this stage or whatever? So I see the security, they go back there. Boom, they break up the little situation. I see dude walk past him and his people. He upset or whatever. So I'm like, oh, him DJ must have got into it. So that we gonna take an intermission. So the next act go on. Boom, had a different time. A hard problem finding the next artist's music. So at this point, I'm like, man, I know they ain't about to get to me and I had to go through this type of shit because it's going to be a problem. I'm not about to be going through nothing like this. What y'all got going on down here? So turned out, the DJ, the bartender, I keep seeing the bartender going back and forth through the crowd, but I keep seeing her making her way to the DJ booth because now I'm waiting on my name. They like, well, you got a name, you got a number. If you don't hear your name, listen for your number. I'm like, all right, but I'm outside the whole time. Like, man, listen. I'm outside, I'm networking, I'm chopping it up outside. I come back in. I'm still watching the other acts though, but I'm still just not about to sit around and just be watching everybody. Like I'm trying to network for real. So I'm in there. I come back in there. Next thing you know, I see the bartender for like the third time walk from the back of the building to the front to get a DJ some drinks. So I'm like, oh, okay. Dude got drunk back there. The DJ is drunk. I'm like, he gotta be drunk. He messing up music or something going on. It's the second act. He done messed up that music. So okay, so like boom, they get that together. Like the third, about three more acts. Okay, after that it was rolling. I'm like, okay, he back on track. Maybe the DJ is not drunk. Like the eighth dude came on, y'all. Let me tell you something. I don't know what happened behind the DJ booth or whatever, but they came, security came, they grabbed dude all up or whatever. They took him outside. Then it was like they put another act on, but I think the next act they put on was like dude people or something, I want to say. I don't know if they was in a group or what, but it seemed like the next dude that got on was kind of in his feelings about what happened to the other dude, right, y'all? Cleveland never seems to disappoint. Why the next guy get up on the DJ like it was a table? It was like a couch. They had the stage. I'm gonna show y'all when I pull it up. I gotta tell y'all. I gotta tell y'all the story. So when I show y'all the visuals, y'all know what I'm talking about. So the next dude, he get on the table or whatever. So now he got the mic. His music is playing. The DJ stopped him and like, y'all, this is great. No cap. The DJ stopped him, y'all, like 20 seconds into the song and like hit pause on him or something. I guess they had a little altercation or something with the other dude and him and the DJ, something. Dude stood on top of the table with the microphone and was telling the DJ, like, nigga, you messing up my music. You doing this shit on purpose. Like, you got me effed all the way up. I'm out there. Woo, woo. So the security come again. I'm like, oh, this is too much. At this point, I'm thinking they about to start shooting in a minute. Like, I'm about to get on up out of here. So as I'm still sitting back to watch, oh, now the security was on point. Shout out to downtown Cleveland for that all black security they had up through there. Them boys look like they could have been bounty hunters or something. All black security. Big. They was huge, those guys. It was like six of them. I'm like, dang, they got a lot of security, which make me feel safe. Like how they patted everybody down. It was like, okay, y'all doing a good job. Y'all got the security laid up through here, but it's too much confrontation. It's like fights about to break out. DJ and got drunk. He playing the wrong music, stopping the wrong music on the artist. So I'm like, nah, my energy. So at this, with all this going on, my energy is decreasing by the hour. Now, I've been there since about 10 something, like I told y'all. The fourth incident happened, I would say no later than like 11:30, give or take, before midnight. The last one from, it was one more after that, but altogether, I want to say it was like four. It was 4 or 5 altercations with the DJ, where the DJ was about to get jumped, beat up. They had to stop it like 4 times. Like it was on some other shit. I was like, Cleveland, y'all know Cleveland with the shit. Shout out to Cleveland. Like they was not about to let nobody play them out no money. Cause think about it. It was top prizes. It was prizes. It was cash on the line. Like I think it was like 5,000, then 1,000. And then after that, I think you get a studio session with a photo shoot. And then it was A&Rs there. It was labels there, whatever. So I'm like, so when my booking people hit me like, well, we need you to come out. Would you want to come out do it? They hit me on a Tuesday. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Y'all know I don't mind grabbing no microphone. I don't mind that. That's what I do. So I'm like, yeah, I do it. It's like, when? This Thursday, next Thursday? They like, no, this Thursday. I'm like, this Thursday? Like, yeah, gonna be some people there. You can network or whatever. It's gonna be artists there, this and that and the other. Now, I have a production company that I've been working on for like 4 years, but I haven't put it to no movement or no momentum, honestly. But I was thinking about getting comedic acts or artists. I don't know if I want to do management yet or what I want to do. Because I want to do film, I want to do music, I want to do podcasting. So it's a lot of different things that I feel like my production company could benefit me, but I just haven't really put no momentum to it. But I'm always networking with other people to give me ideas and try to help me move it forward because I don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I will learn. Always be willing to learn. So people can't never just hold nothing over your heads like, oh, remember I did this for you. Remember I did that for you. You owe me this. You owe me that. We were just talking about with Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. But if you teach yourself or get a mentor or somebody who can guide you the right way, after that, you learn the knowledge, you absorb it, and you take off and do your own thing. That's how it go in anything, I would assume, right? Hit the like button for me if you in here. So listen, y'all, so after that, y'all, so I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, man, this is so unprofessional. Like, what the hell was going on? So I get with the people of the establishment like, yo, what's going on with the DJ? Like, and what's my number? Cause now I'm ready to get up out of here. Like, let me go do this show. Like, I'm hyped. I was lit right when I stepped foot in there. Like, oh, I'm about to walk up out of here with it. I already know I am, right? So I'm like, he like, oh, it's a problem with the DJ. Like, they like, we'll never hire him again. He done messed around, got drunk back there. I'm like, yeah, because he messing up everybody's music. And I need to see when my name and number pulling up because I don't need no kind of distractions going on. So, y'all, why another situation break out? So at this point, people start moving towards the door, right? So why when I get on stage, y'all, guess what time it was when I hit the stage? 1:40 a.m. 1:40 a.m. And I've been there since 10 o'clock. Of course, they're gonna say the best for last, pretty much. But nah, I'm just joking. But it was other people that went after me too. It was like 4 or 5 other people that went after me. Altogether, I want to say it was like 15, 16 acts. So in the process, before the last one, before the dude who was on there, before I got on there, when him and the DJ had that last little thing, people got to going outside and stuff like, oh, we about to go outside. It's like 2 in the morning. It's about to be 2 in the morning. So I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So by this point, I'm kind of heated when I hit the stage. I'm like, man, I'm about to do this, get on up out of here. I'm going to do it for Boog and Q Money. I showed them some love. Cleveland showed them some love too. I think if it just wasn't for all the altercation issues and the technical difficulties, I most definitely would have been more lit and more turned. But I ain't mad at it because I still came in top 10, made it to the next round that I don't think I'm going to do. The next round is go to New York. They emailed me, said it's a live performance, some opportunity to be on TV, a studio session, advance to the next round in New York and perform at the New York Theater. So they emailed me because they couldn't get it. They couldn't tell us who won that night because of everything that happened. So I received the email from them the next morning saying, congratulations, you made it to the top 10. You made it to the next round. If you're willing to move forward, let us know. That was last week, and I still ain't get with them yet. Because it's like this. If y'all move like that on the professional side with A&R judges, I would hate to see what this company operate like out of state. I'm just saying. With these kind of difficulties, I don't know if I could really be part of something like that. But thanks for the opportunity. So who knows? A lot of my peers like, you should take it. You should take it. I'm like, nah. I just don't like how it goes. So I'm going to show y'all bit by bit. And I know I'm going to have to pause it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. That's one. Let me see what this one does. Shout out. Shout out to my cameraman, y'all. Shout out to the cameraman. So listen, so about time after show, I'm like, man, I'm about to get on here. I'm about to ice it. I'm about to get on up out of here. My energy is low. They put me in the middle on there doing a whole bunch of distractions. So I made it up out of there that night, y'all, honestly, about 3. Gave Boog the band and some love. Shout out hashtag free Q money throughout the show. But it was my cameraman that didn't let me get the full footage. But I put it up on my Instagram. Miss Wanda seen it. Miss Wanda seen it, and I'm quite sure she showed some other people too. But it's nothing but love. Y'all, today is Courtney Bruce's birthday. Happy birthday, Courtney. I most definitely had to do that tribute for Q Money and Courtney Bruce because we know they are Ohio artists that I feel like the world has forgotten about in a different type of way. We Q Money is fighting for his life, and Courtney Bruce lost her life. And it's even crazy because even after in the afterlife, our legacy still has to go on. And we have family that's gonna family and fans and true friends that is going to embark on these journeys to keep their memories alive and their legacy alive. So as I sit back and I watch the whole Q Money situation go on in Cleveland, I'm gonna be honest. The love for Courtney Bruce was more stronger than Q Money. I'm gonna be honest. When I was shooting out the hashtag free Q Money throughout the show and throughout the segment, it was like they was feeling it. Some people was like, "Hey, free Q Money," they said some things, but when I said Boog, it was more love, more appreciation. It was more so like not like a standing ovation, kind of like it was like they kind of got on their feet. The more I started saying Boog the Bandit, rest in peace, Boog the Bandit. Hashtag rest in peace, Courtney Bruce, keep her memory alive. Y'all stream her music. She had more feedback to me from the crowd, from the people, than what Q Money had. Now, keep in mind, I was downtown Cleveland doing that show, not too far from Q Money's neighborhood where he the set that he claimed, the crew that he claimed before he ended up going to Atlanta. So do they feel some type of way knowing he left us and moved to Atlanta? He ain't really care. Cause to me, just the way the feedback was for him, with him being from Cleveland, I just thought it would have probably been more lit. But I'm not gonna really put that out there in a way like that because it was a lot of confrontation going on. It was a lot of movement. It was a lot of people going back and forth outside. It was a lot of people got moved outside by security. So maybe could have something to do with it. And then they put me on right after the shit. I'm like, why would y'all put me on right after this shit when everybody they got into it and the motherfuckers leaving? Like, excuse my language, but why would y'all? So when I got up there, I said, man, I'm not about to really. I did it for Boog and Court and Boog and Q Money, but as far as the energy that I had, like my hype man, all of it, like it wasn't. When we seen what was going, I'm like, I'm gonna just go up here, I'm gonna grab it. Still knowing I was gonna walk away with something. I knew when I left there, I wasn't gonna walk away empty-handed. I never do. And that's with my energy being down. With no dancers, no hype man, just me, just doing my thing. Because the way the crowd was, I was just walking the stage. I just couldn't put on the show that I wanted to put on from the beginning based off of the energy. And that's what it was. So I want to address a couple things. I got some emails about Courtney Bruce, and it's somebody I want to address. Um, I've been getting these notifications from my YouTube studio. I guess it's I don't know if he was a subscriber of mine previously and unsubscribed or what his problem is, but the guy he basically said something like I'm about to find this, I'm about to find it and pull it up, y'all. This is not an email. This is on the YouTube channel. The guy gonna say with a name like Boog the Bandit, something bad should have happened to her. It was like something so disrespectful. So I jump in. I'm like, what? Some I said, y'all don't even remember this a couple of days ago. But the last day or 2 days, I guess some of the subscribers been kind of going at him like, hold on. She's people that love her. You not about to just come over here and talk crazy. Like, I don't know who this dude is, but we about to figure it out real quick. And I want to read it because I really didn't have time to Okay, here it is, right? His name is Jacob Swedberg. Jacob Swedberg. Anyone with Bandit in their name don't deserve no tombstone. You know what? And I put it's a headstone, not a tombstone. Goofy. Jacob replied back and say, "At Pipeline News, tomato, tomato." I replied back, "Deuces." Shout out to Tyrone Smith. Shout out to Tyrone Smith. Tyrone Smith come and reply after me a couple days later and say, "Keep playing, homeboy. It's a lot of people that effort her, boy. You playing a dangerous game." Which is a fact. Tyrone didn't say nothing wrong. Because here's the thing at the end of the day. Like, we even talked about Mr. Lockhart, right? Let's bring Mr. Lockhart to the discussion board real quick. Regardless of if he's in custody or not, that still doesn't mean people still don't want street justice to take place. Some people feel like Mr. Lockhart played a big part in Courtney's demise. That is a big part of how people feel. So just because some people not, everybody feel how they feel. He's not in custody, but that still don't mean people don't have it out for him if they catch him. That's where the whole term come from, called lacking. We can't say if Mr. Lockhart get caught lacking what the consequences may be. We can't say that. People love people to another degree. Just because you may not care about a person don't mean this person ain't got family members and friends and siblings and fans that will really slide. And when you slide, and it's a very dangerous thing. It ain't cool to be out here sliding. But my point is, just because Mr. Jacob felt the way that he felt, don't mean that pressure can't be applied to Mr. Jacob for saying those type of things online. It is the internet. It is the internet. People have a way of finding you. Like, nothing is safe. You can never really play it safe in nowhere in this world. So when people say stay safe, sometimes sometimes you got to stay dangerous to protect yourself. It's like we don't want to put that energy out there. We don't want to put the energy out there. But the type of energy that Mr. Jacob has put out there, that's not cool. So like Tyrone said, you better be careful, Mr. Jacob, because you never know. Even with me being a blogger and covering different stories, do y'all not know how many death threats I receive? How many people be wanting to silence me when I cover these cases and all that? That don't bother me because everything I talk about is public information. So that's nor here or there. And the people that do put it out, they're gonna come on the channel and they're gonna put it out and say they stand on it. Anybody come through my pipeline, they gonna stand on it. We don't just shoot no rumors. We speak on allegations and public information. Now you are entitled to your own opinion. Can't nobody stop none of that. But it's like people don't got nothing else better to do but to sit at home and behind these screens and just wish bad among people. Like Mr. Jacob, that was honestly a comment you could have really kept to yourself. Who would really get up out their day to really go on something positive and just speak demonic energy into it like Mr. Jacob did? But the internet is full of people like Mr. Jacob. So do we get upset at Mr. Jacob? Nah, Mr. Jacob a goofy. He a goofy and got mental issues, obviously. Because who in their right mind that has some type of respect or dignity about themselves would come on somebody's blog that's positive and then speak the way that he spoke? So shout out to Mr. Tyrone for handling that for me. My pipeline gonna get on you. I don't even really gotta say nothing. The pipeline gonna get you together. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my new subs. Here's another one. Shout out to Truck the World. Actually, this was 4 hours ago. At Tyrone Smith. What is some? Hold on, wait, hold on, wait. Let me, before I go into a shout out, let me read this first because I think it's going another way. Hold on. I'm going to just say it. No shout outs. At Tyrone Smith. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Truck the World hit at Tyrone Smith with, what is someone going to do to a person that's on the internet? I understand what you're saying, but come on, dude. Oh, so they saying cyberbullying is real. Let me tell y'all something about people who be on this internet playing that I don't think people really think about this kind of stuff, right? Cyberbullying, because that's what I call like internet beefing and back and forth on the internet, going social media, whatever, even YouTube and social media platforms. Cyberbullying is what is called the proper term. And cyberbullying has caused suicide rates to be almost higher than alcohol abuse, and I think domestic violence, I want to say, since the pandemic has started. Cyberbullying has been the cause of so many suicides across the United States. People think when you come on this internet, it's just a game. A lot of people do it for play, which is cool if that's what you choose to do. But understand, it's a lot of people that's not into the play. It's a lot of people suffering from a lot of deeper rooted depression issues than what you may realize when you go comment on under their Instagram posts and their Facebook posts and their YouTube videos. Everybody can't handle the internet. A lot of people say, "Oh, okay, and it's just the internet. It's the internet." The internet has got a lot of people has lost their lives behind the internet. We see it every day. People losing their lives on live, Instagram live and Facebook live and YouTube live. The internet, the internet is something else. It is just something else. That's why y'all know I'm the most inconsistent blogger y'all probably gonna ever run across. It's the way my energy is set up. I can't deal with this internet every day. I'm telling you, the energy that come off these phones and these devices and stuff. It's not my thing. But I will get on here and spit my message, and I disappear and I will come back. So subscribe to the channel for me if you in here. So with him saying that, like, okay, shout out to Tyrone for saying how much he really care about the matter and Courtney. We don't know if Tyrone could be Boog's cousin or Boog's friend from school or something like that. Courtney Bruce had a lot of love. Most definitely she did. So when people come over here and say disrespectful things, you got to know the pipeline going to get on them. They going to get on them. And sometimes the pipeline, they get into it with little spats. They get into it with spats among each other. But it still ain't nothing but love and good feedback. Just because we go back and forth, that don't mean we fell out. Y'all know how many of my subscribers I went back and forth with and had to apologize to them and everything. Y'all listen, I had I had moderators I didn't fell out with. I didn't take their ranches, gave it back to them. I had blocked moderators, let them back in, hid subscribers because they was playing crazy, not coming on the channel. I hit them from the channel, let them back in. That don't mean we can agree to disagree respectfully. And once the lines get cleared on that, it's free game. We gonna come in here and we gonna rock out. We gonna stay positive. We gonna focus on everything that people think is important. And that's the stuff that's free. We gonna focus on our health. We gonna manage our time. We gonna balance our schedules. We gonna learn how to beat addiction and also conquer our fears over here on the pipeline. And on top of that, we gonna talk about some artists and we gonna talk about some news, some events that's going on because it most definitely is real. It most definitely is real. If y'all understand the week that I had and y'all see the energy that I have right now, y'all be like, you would never think she had this type of week. Sometimes we got to just prepare ourselves to just want more. You got to just simply want more. I think all of us have a little bit of that inside of us. I haven't seen a young woman dominate their 20s like Courtney Bruce. I don't think I ever seen this, y'all. Like, think about if y'all got cousins and stuff that's in their 20s, or the parents that's watching, that has children in their 20s. Now we see the lifestyle that most of these 20, between 22 and 28. Let's put it right there. Let's, matter of fact, let's take it 21 to the age of 28, male and female. Look at this generation, right? When we think about 21 to 28 years old, those are the ages of self discovery. We think we are self discovered when we are young adolescents and teenagers, but that's not necessarily true. So when parents put their kids out at 18, like, oh, when you get 18, you got to get out of here. I think that's kind of one of the worst things you could do, honestly, because at 18 they're not prepared for the world. They're not prepared for society. They not prepared for this animal called life at 18. So I never understood why parents feel like at 18 you grown, you out the door. Think about it, at 18 we was mentally 15 and 16 years old, regardless of how we may appear on the outside to other people at those ages. At 18 and 19, we didn't, man, we still was thinking like we was 15 and 16 years old. Even if we did have plans on going to college and whatnot, we did not know fresh out of high school how to pay bills and how to do this. And if you did, you probably was one of them kids that grew up with a lot of siblings, where you had to help take care of your kids and you had to help your mom raise the kids. Not your kids, but your siblings. And then you had to help your mother with your other siblings. So that would cause a child to grow up and mature faster. But far as jumping off the porch at 18 and moving out on your own, I did it. I did it, and I was so completely lost. And that's how I ended up making a lot of bad decisions, learning on my own. And then out of confusion and don't want to ask for help, here come the peer pressures. Here come them peer pressures around that 16, 17, all the way up into that before 21. Because at 21, you legally ain't really getting no real jail time for any crimes you commit. Like, really not at that time if they not real heinous. So look at these kids between 21 and 28. So when you look at young women like Courtney Bruce that had a lot of odds against her, she had a lot of odds against her coming from Ohio. Look at the circumstances that she beat, not just in one area of her life, but many areas. Many areas. That's why I speak so highly on Courtney Bruce, because to me, she was a young trailblazer. She was a young trailblazer, and if she would have still lived, I believe Boog would be just as big as the rest of them. And I also believe her legacy, her legacy would be bigger than what it is if she was still living. She was on her way. It wasn't nothing that the dominoes was falling every which way they could fall. She had a lot going in her favor. I think she had more odds against her than opportunity. So that's what even make her more mystique and more genius like to me, because she knew the odds. She knew the odds, and she knew the risks that she had to take in order to beat the odds. So then step foot into that industry, and it's like, this ain't what I want. This not what I want. Because when you get a taste of that and them numbers get to going and that buzz get to going, and they hit you with that first industry feature, which possibly could have been the feature with Trippie Redd, something hitting Boog like, nah, I don't want to go down that route. I'ma stay me. I don't want to change. I don't want to change. I don't want to do it your way. I'm going to play it my way. I'm going to play it my way. She played it her way when it got baptized. Because it's a lot of demonic forces that come with this industry. It's a lot of demonic forces that come, right? That come with the price of fame. It's a lot of demonic energy that could come with success if the wrong people get their hands on you. And I think Courtney knew through the music from what she say in her music. and her getting baptized. And a few months later, shortly losing her life. I think she played it how she wanted to play it. She played it her way. I think if anybody really go out in such a way, you want to go out trailblazing, you want to go out your way. You ain't trying to go out nobody else's way or let somebody else predict your outcome. Nah, you ain't. You ain't about to let somebody dictate your outcome. No. So with that being said, I think Courtney is an icon, a young icon. Me personally, I haven't seen, even if we look at the people, the young women in her age bracket in their 20s, we ain't seen them do what Boog has done. Even if they do have a bigger fan base and bigger numbers, I'm talking about coming from the mud and grit and getting it out. She was working with DJ Khaled, Kalani. She was doing her thing with the music. She did already work with Chris Brown and the Kardashian and them at 24, 25, 26 years old. These are dreams that most people could only think about. Like, I wish I could be in there. I wish I could be a model for them. She wrote her own music, everything. I mean, the girl was a dog in a good way. She was a beast in a good way. That whatever was feeding Courtney, I wish a lot of the youth could get some of that energy, some of that momentum to just want to succeed and do better. That drive. It's very hard to find people who has that drive at a young age like that. That drive, that determination. Like Boog, she wasn't gonna give up by any means necessary. She grabbed the bull by the horns and took straight off. I don't even think Courtney was taking no for an answer because look at the results. The proof is in the pudding. Look at the results. Her net worth was 1.5 million, and a lot of people around the world still don't even know who she is. So just imagine if she would have got with the right people or was in the process of getting with the right people. We don't know what she had set up in Atlanta, but everybody know around her she was on her way to Atlanta. DJ Khaled was at the yacht party waiting on her. So just imagine what could have been, what she could have been in a year or two time. Boog was up next. Her story is a very tragic story, but also is enlightening. It's enlightening. And I want more people to know her story. And I talk about Courtney even in my everyday life. My kids know about her, my family, my mother. Everybody who is interaction with me know I'm gonna talk about Courtney Bruce and how much of a trailblazer she was. And I'm also trying to find out what label is she on? Was she signed when she passed, or did she go out as indie? Because they said she was on Atlantic, but then it don't say like if the deal was it a year deal, a 2 year deal. Was she out of contract before she went to Atlanta? It's just a lot of questions that will be asked. You know that I'm quite sure people are asking and wondering, where's the music? Do the buck stops here with the music? I hope not. I would love to hear Courtney Bruce's catalog of music. I would love to hear it because if we seen what she was dropping, the new stuff that she was dropping, I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. It's not a song of hers that I don't like. Not one. Now, I'm going to tell you, what I didn't like was the Visual Kings video that they did for Risky, the new one. I don't know. I think the graphics, the imagery that they use far is the technology of it. I like that the images was crispy and clear. The lighting was good for the video, but it's like the video to me was like a reminder how she passed away with the gunshot at the end. I was like, nah, that's too much. They should have never had did that. And at the same time, did Visual Kings cut Miss Wanda a check? They got a YouTube check from that video that they did at Visual Kings and some other work. I'm quite sure Miss Wanda should get a piece of that pie. I'm just thinking. I think it will be right. I don't know if they gave Miss Wanda a check or not, but I'm just saying. We just saying that I don't know if Visual Kings even put something on the headstone. We can't be sure about that. But the thing is where's the profit? Where's the profit to the family? Where's the But that's another conversation. So y'all, I got some good news. I got some good news. And I can't show y'all, but Courtney Bruce do have her headstone. And I'm not gonna show it to y'all. I don't know if she want me to show it, and I'm not gonna show it, but I got the pictures of it. I'm not gonna show y'all, but just know it is beautiful. It is nice. Um, justice for the Bruce family. Condolences to the Bruce family. And shout out to the pipeline, y'all, for helping with donations and reaching out to Miss Wanda in ways that y'all can, because it speaks volumes. I mean, and she most definitely appreciates it. So shout out to y'all. So I'm going to show y'all something that I told y'all I was going to get, that I think the fans would love to see. And I told you, I said, don't hold me to it. But I said, I'm going to try to get a couple photos, right? I'm going to try to get a couple photos of Courtney when she was little. So thank you, Miss Wanda. Thank you so much for making that happen. She did send me more photos, but I'm not going to show all of them. But I am going to show y'all what she did put together, and y'all can see it. So this is just a collage. And this right here don't even look like her, y'all. She look a little chubby, don't she, in that one? Courtney was so beautiful. Look at all that hair. That girl knows she can dress. Let me pull it back some for y'all a little bit where it won't seem so blurry. Happy birthday, Boog. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me see the next one. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at Courtney. Look at her with that little binky. She was so pretty. Here's another one of Courtney when she was a baby. Look at them cheeks. Look at them cheeks. That's kind of y'all look baby pipeline, y'all. She was high yellow like that too. Like y'all see how yellow my baby is, but she was like bright. Like Courtney when she was a baby, she was bright yellow just like that. There she go again with her pigtails. That is so cute. What y'all think Courtney's saying about this picture right now? What y'all think she'll be saying? Look at these pictures capture so many moments. That's her and Caleb. Pictures speak 1,000 words. Rest in paradise, Boog the Bandit. Happy birthday to Courtney, y'all. I wanted to get with y'all because I said I was going to get with y'all. Y'all know I wasn't going to miss this day for nothing. For nothing. So, oh yeah, I had to tell y'all too about the accident. Happy birthday, Courtney Bruce. To the GOAT. So y'all, as we did the birthday tribute to Courtney Bruce, I was gonna have some wine and stuff. Y'all, I had got some couple phone calls today that kind of threw me off. But nevertheless, I'm still about to have me a little bit of wine. In like 20 minutes, I gotta get baby pipeline situated. I'm gonna sit down, have me a little wine. I'm gonna sit back, y'all. We gonna think about this whole year, right? And I've honestly, y'all, I sat up and I've been thinking about myself and my growth in the last year myself, not just with my channel, but also just in my personal life. And it's been challenging. It's been very challenging. But I can say everything was most definitely worth it. I wouldn't change absolutely nothing. I believe in things are supposed to happen the way they are supposed to happen. Doing the pipeline has brought me so many opportunities. I have interacted with so many great people from all over, bloggers and non-bloggers. And I'm really amazed at myself. I'm really wild with myself with just taking a leap of faith with blogging and also other things in my life. And before I let y'all go tonight, I need y'all to know good things come to those who wait. Sometimes you may want to do something and the timing may not be right. But just because the timing ain't right, don't mean you can't go back to the drawing board and revisit it later. Don't give up on your passions. Don't give up on your dreams. I don't care how old you get, how old we get. Never give up. And most of all, never stop believing in you. Until next time, y'all, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to email me, pipelinenews2020@gmail.com. Feel free to comment. Until next time, y'all, thank y'all for your time. Shout out to my new subs. Shout out to my A1s. Until next time, y'all, I'm out of here.